Yeah, it's been a while. I know. That's what happens when life takes over, and mostly it's all good things anyway. Getting married and all that stuff. So I haven't done videos in a while. So I could not pass up the opportunity to just talk about some of the stuff I saw at San Diego Comic Con via websites and stuff, and things I'll probably be picking up in my collection. I'm gonna start off with a little odd stuff here and there. I think I'll have to split the video and do another one, the DC Multiverse, which I'll get to a little later. But in the meantime, let's talk about some Marvel Legends I saw. This guy's interesting. It's Ultron. Basically, he was a Build-A-Figure about 2 years ago, so now he's coming single package as part of the 10th anniversary wave of figures they're doing here. So I'm not too sure. I might pick him up. He's supposed to be a GameStop exclusive, along with Archangel, which I'm going to get into in a moment. I think these Hydra soldiers are Amazon exclusive. I'm not quite sure. Due to the fact that the states lost their Toys R Us, like all of them, they're all closed. So a lot of the Toys R Us exclusives that probably were planned to have to cancel or switch them around. So I'm thinking that this is one of those ones that are going to end up either at Walmart or Target. This one is definitely a Walmart exclusive. I'm definitely going to be picking up this one. And here's the Archangel I was talking about. Basically, what you'd see, you get like 3 heads. The arm there, the claw arm, actually goes with the Apocalypse Build-A-Wave that's out now. It's been out here in Canada for about almost a month. So yeah, you get him. It's the Archangel that came, which I like, and I regret selling mine, both of them. I had the one from San Diego Comic Con 3-pack and the regular one twice. So this one I will be getting and keeping, and probably throwing them in there as I don't know, some henchmen for my Hawkman figures or something, the DC, whatever. I just like the fact that his wings can fold in front of him and can close them, like how you saw in the comic books or even in the cartoon. Just look really, really cool and really, really nice. A lot of these other pictures are more Marvel Legends figures you can check out at toyarc.com. They really take really great pictures, and the foosh. So that's where I've been kind of like getting all these pictures and looking at this stuff, because couldn't go to San Diego Comic Con this year. Even if I tried, it just wouldn't be feasible with the whole other planning I have going on. Here's Gambit. The reason why I picture Gambit here is because I'm thinking of picking him up as well. Might make him into a grifter. Or I just might wait, because apparently, from what I heard, DC Multiverse is going to be doing a lot more than what they shown at the show. What's really cool is finally you guys are going to be getting Professor Xavier, and he will be able to walk, not like the one from the movie, and he will finally come with that hover chair that we saw. For those of you who remember Marvel Legends back when the Toy Biz days, they were doing mock-ups. They would do vehicle type things that were going to come with the figures and stuff, and this was one of the prototypes of one of the ideas they had at the time, but it got shelved. People have been asking for it for years. Now that Marvel Legends really picked up and it's a big thing out there, it's finally going to bring it. They're going to bring it as part of the Vehicle Wave, Riders Wave series, like they've been doing with the Ghost Rider and bike and Black Widow bike. My only thing is Marvel Legends has really been saturated this year. Like there's almost like 2 waves per month, plus the extras. That's like kind of the extras, the exclusives, and all that. So here's hoping they don't run out of characters or end up going into repeat mode, or just end up repeating a lot of the same characters you already have. Like how much more can you do with the same character? Another thing that another person I'm probably gonna get is a Kingpin. He looks really, really nice. He's supposed to be a Build-A-Figure. People are already speculating he will be released probably in a black suit or something in the 2-pack. I wouldn't put it past Hasbro. They've done that in the past with Thanos, which really was short. The Build-A-Figure Thanos came out regular as a Walmart exclusive, and the Build-A-Figure Thanos is now in a 3-pack with 2 different head sculpting and different hand sculpting, so I wouldn't put it past them. The other thing is the Days of Future Past. This was kind of leaked from one of the people who did the packaging a couple of months back, and then he had to take it off his Twitter or something feed. Basically, it's the same Sentinel, done the purple and colors, purple and blue colors. Comes with an Old Man Wolverine. DC Collectibles. Normally I start off with them, but the only thing I'm interested here in statue-wise might be the Wonder Woman. They're really trying hard to sell this Joker, I find, because they had to interview the guy and stuff like that. I don't know how well the sell is doing for a bust like that, but it just doesn't scream Joker to me. It looks like the Joker, but it's not my Joker. Here's a few other statues from the Aquaman movie. It's really nice. Like, I like it, and if you guys haven't watched the trailer yet or so, you should watch it. It's really cool. Here's some more statues that I'm not really interested in because they're kind of pricey, and I'd rather stick with the Diamond Select ones that they have coming up. Now, this is a kind of a good and bad thing here. It's Justice League in animated form, but only available to the DC Universe subscription stream service, which is not available in Canada at the moment, it keeps saying. But yeah, these are figures I really want to add to my collection, so I have to find a way to get them, or just wait and hope they release them outside the subscription. Batman animated series, there's been a big gap between them, so they come out with Batman and his motorcycle. It's supposed to light up and have like a base, a turnaround base, so you can put it on both sides. Comes to a Batman that's really fully articulated and different from the other Batmans, and two head swappable heads. So they went straight for another vehicle rather than try to get the Joker mobile out, which they previewed last year. Maybe they should lower the price on that, but it's too bad we didn't get a Joker vehicle, and we're back to getting a Batman vehicle for Batman once again. Don't mind, but I just think the gap between these figures are really too far and few between. We're also getting the Hardak, robot Batman. Finally getting Batman animated series Scarecrow. Finally getting a Grey Ghost, which we've been asking since probably the line has begun. And we're also getting a Two-Face, which we've probably been asking since the line has begun. Now, anything beyond that, we don't know if they're going to do. As for the TV figures, they mentioned, yeah, they have plans for that, but who knows? Sometimes when you take too long to continue a line or keep it going, people lose interest and stuff. So I guess for the TV, as long as they have like people watching the TV shows, they still might be some fans around collecting that. But as for the animated series, they kind of lost their steam. I've seen people selling off a lot of their animated series. One guy at a show actually was selling off his animated series figures like $10 each, and the Batmobile was like at $50, and the Batwing was like at $75 or $100. He was just pissed because they just weren't doing the figures that they should be doing, and just keep coming back with like, you know, like a multi-pack Joker and stuff like that. But nevertheless, these are the figures that are coming out there, and they look pretty nice. Whether or not they're going to come with all their accessories remains to be seen. But I just have to wait and see. This is DC Collectibles after all, and sometimes what you see is not always what you get. Or whichever way you want to put it. I don't know which way to put it. What else do I have in here? Hold on. This thing's going a little slow to my taste. I have a little too much. Pictures too extended. Let's see what we have coming up. Yes, the Essentials line. I forgot about that. Yeah, this is something that I don't think I'm gonna touch until maybe late next year or something. Only because it's kind of repeat of all the characters is already done. They each come with only one accessory. Some might be lucky to come with two. And it's still kind of pricey. Like, they're really fully articulated. This is kind of the articulation that we all requested when they're doing the DC icons. They chose to ignore that. Icon sales weren't going the way they wanted to, so they scrapped that line, and now they come back out with another line. The problem with DC Collectibles is they keep rebooting their lines. They're almost like Rob Liefeld. They keep doing number one over and over again. So I am not gonna touch this line for a while. Even if I do, I'm not even sure I'm gonna get all the figures. It's just that it's a little too late. I can't trust DC Collectibles to deliver on everything. Storm Collectibles, on the other hand, they have a dark side from the video game, which is really nice, and they also have a Lobo from the video game, the Injustice video game, and that looks really nice. And Storm Collectibles has been killing it with their video game licenses and all their figures and the accessories and stuff. You get a lot with them. The sculptings are great. The hands and stuff sometimes pop off a little too easy, but I'm beginning to think that that's more by design, especially with when I get into the Mortal Kombat, I'll explain why. But yeah, other than that, these figures looking really nice and stuff. I'm mostly concentrated on, of course, like DC stuff. I definitely probably pick up the Dark Side and Lobo, and of course I'm getting all the more combat figures. But I might pick up this Chun Lee. Chun Lee looks pretty nice, man. I like it. I know some people complain about the Thunder Thighs, but hey, her main strength is in her legs. Always been since day one. I was playing Street Fighter, so more combat. As you see the parts here on Smoke, they're removable, so you can put those other like blood effect parts. And you can see there's already a blood Ermac and a blood Smoke already coming out, as they always do. They always do a normal one and a blood version one. So we just saw those two there. They're gonna be having the regular ones as well. What showed off at San Diego Comic Con was Katana. They had the Liu Kang dragon. They have Cyrax. They had who else did they have? Sector. Oh, they have Sub-Zero with from MK2, I believe. That's when without the mask. Who else did they have there? Sector, Cyrax. Oh, and they had a Smoke robot. So these are all the robot forms. And I can't wait to see the accessories that come. Of course, they're gonna come with the game-related accessories, but it just looks wicked. The thing we didn't see was Liu Kang. We saw his dragon, and I don't know why Liu Kang wasn't shown, because we did see a prototype of him, I think, about a year ago. There's also Melina, and they also have Baraka that's coming out. So they are steering away a bit from the ninjas. Of course, there's a lot of ninjas in the video game, but they're really bring us the other characters, and they are planning to bring us the other characters in the Mortal Kombat line. That Goro should be out by the end of the year, and that looks sick. He looks really, really crazy, and just the pictures here alone show you all the displays you can do and fighting. You can have them fighting 3 or 4 people at the same time, and makes for a wicked display. Waiting for that Shang Tsung, man. Shang Tsung is one character that they haven't come up with yet. It's just a matter of are they going to do the old man Shang Tsung, or MK2 Shang Tsung, or a little bit of both, that you can remove his cloak. That would be an interesting thing to see how they handle that character. So this PCV statue has an interesting story. It was shown last year. It was also solicited last year. Then they had to take off and cancel the solicitation because DC Collectibles are having the same exact statue done. So I guess they wanted to get their orders in first. But this one is a lot cheaper by half. DC Collectibles wanted $300. They only want $150, $125. So it should be coming out soon. Probably be picking that up. Along with the other figures, these statues, I should say. These all being done by Diamond Select, Diamond Comics there. They're really, really nice. So they're PVCs, and that means they're not like resin stone. That means they're not as breakable, so you don't have to worry too much about that, but they're really well done. The price point is really nice. I think they're only like $45 each and stuff. I can't remember the scale right now. I think it's 8 inches or 7 inches or whatever, but they're doing a lot of the classic DC characters and some of the movie ones, as you see here, the Aquaman. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna get any of the movie ones yet, but they look really, really nice. But I do like the regular DC comic book versions of the characters they've been doing, or they're planning to do. So I plan to pick a lot of those, well, pretty much all of those up, because they look nice on the shelf. Some of them look nice on your display case or something like that. And these figures really seem to do that. They also have Frank Miller, Dark Knight Returns Batman with Robin. And they also have DC TV, Flash, and Arrow. I'll probably pick those two up also because I watched the show. And yeah, all around, really, really nice figures. Statues. Keep calling them figures because they look like action figures, but they're really nice statues and stuff. And something nice to display on your shelves and stuff without the heavy price point or the fear of collapsing and breaking. I'm sure people have seen that picture there with the guy lost a lot of his statues as they all collapsed. The only one that didn't break was Ghost Rider. It's like Ghost Rider just decided he's gonna kill everybody. Too bad I couldn't find a picture post now, but yeah, I'm sure collectors and stuff have seen that picture, and it just hurts their heart to see that. And it's one of our, sure, a lot of collectors' fears, just coming home one day and seeing everything crash to the ground. It's like, no. Anywho, yeah. So these are those figures here, and that they really. Oh, they're doing also. I forgot the Dark Batman, Dark the Metal. Dark Metal and stuff. So that's a storyline I haven't got around to reading yet. I have to get around to reading that after the comics. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this. It's really well done. So I'm definitely getting them. And a surprise twist is Mattel showcased a 6-inch line of Jurassic Park figures. So we're going to have oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Well, Chris Pratt, you know, he plays in Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. We're gonna have Blue, and we're gonna have Malcolm figure, first time ever in 6-inch, I believe, which is really cool. Definitely be getting all three of these. Mattel has been killing it with their Jurassic Park line. The dinosaurs, the sculpting, the texture. I already have the big T-Rex and the big like sea crocodile, whale, or whatever you want to call it. I forgot the name of that one too. But yeah, so again, Ian Malcolm from the first Jurassic Park, and I believe he's in the one that just came out this summer too. He may be praising his role. And yeah, no, a lot of people are excited about this for some reason. He's been very popular, Jeff Goldblum. In the last 2 years, he's really just like all over the place, and people are just loving it. So this would be a real cool addition to add to the collection, my collection that is, and maybe yours. As for Mezco, they killed it at Toy Fair earlier this year, but not so much here at San Diego Comic Con. It's basically just a lot of stuff we saw at Toy Fair with a few extra additions. Still wrapping my head around why they chose Robin Hood as part of this line or something, or to add in. But anyways, the thing that really caught my eyes is Commissioner Gordon, as you guys have been watching as I've been babbling on. Apparently he's supposed to be coming out later this year, but we'll see, because you know with Mezco, they say something's coming out in the fall and then you get it next year. All depends, but I don't blame them too much because they want to make sure it's perfect before it gets into your hands. And hey, can't fault them at that, but definitely getting Jim Gordon with the bat signal. Crappers, I stand corrected. It's next year, which makes me feel that this might be an exclusive to one of the shows, which is another bummer. A lot of stuff they show is due for next year. Like, I don't know what happens. All the dates really changed. And the weirdest thing, or coolest thing I'll probably be adding to my collection is the Golden Girls. Yes, insert laughter here. Of all these superhero toys and all these stuff and dinosaurs, I'm adding 4 old ladies onto my shelf. I grew up watching the Golden Girls, probably where I got a lot of my sarcasm and stuff from, along with like A-Man 227, all those shows back then. He's gonna be so, it's just cool, it's funny. Golden Girls just have this pulp culture feeling, and I can't wait to get in my collection. So there you have it, a quick little look at the little odd stuff that I'm be getting and that I saw at San Diego Comic Con. Stay tuned, because I'll be going to put up another video where I go deep into the DC Multiverse line of figures that are coming out and everything like that. So enjoy toys, keep playing!